Hi, today we are talking about my tutorial about how to launch the Google Cloud Platform Dataproc cluster in this platform and launch the Spark cluster by the Dataproc Service. First thing we should do is to log into our VM instance, and so that we could get into our work directory. It is the SparkML GPU physics or in the root directory. While getting, the first thing you should do is to initialize the Google Cloud environment here. I have set this environment before. The account is my email box and the project is the project name showed in our Google Cloud Platform dashboard. We will use this configuration, and then it asks me to input my user account, and then it asks me to it asks me to type the project name I would like to continue in this project, and I will choose the second one here. Then go continue. There's nothing we need to do. Then we can browse the directory organization in this work directory, and we could find an execution script here. Then we execute this script. So launch spark.sh. This script will take about 3 or 5 minutes to complete. This script will automatically install and download the component of the Spark cluster. So we have to wait here. If you do not want to wait that, you can skip this part and then go to the final part of this video. At the same time, we could switch to the Google Cloud Platform dashboard to check for this cluster here. We can use this box here, type into Dataproc, and then enter. Then we can search for this service. We can see that there is a new cluster which is initialized here. We would like to wait for about 3 minutes to wait for it to begin. We can also use the computer engine index here and search for the VM instances which is work in this project workspace. And we have to wait here. Okay, we refresh the page. And so that we can see 3 instances here. There is 1 master instance and 2 worker instances here. The first thing we should do before we get into a Zeppelin notebook is to revise the firewall rule here. The file we should allow the network traffic from the notebook web interface. And how to do that? We can click the edit button here. With the edit button, we can find an index called network interfaces, and then we can select this network interface we use and select the network item and click the default network here. I have built the firewall rules before. It is called TCP allow and allow notebook, which allows all traffic from all instances in the network to the port 8080 of the master machine. And you can also add new firewall rule here to allow the traffic from the 8080. And then we go back. We can find an item called external IP here. The external IP is the external IP address of this VM instance here. And then we copy this external IP and we paste it into the search box of our web browser and use the port 8080 here and click. Maybe we should wait for some minutes. You see, if we find this image, it means that our Zeppelin notebook has not been installed, has not been initialized completely. We have to wait more minutes here. So Zeppelin notebook is the most popular notebook used in Spark ecosystem, which provides the native support for the interactive data analysis in the Spark world, also in the big data world. It looks like the Jupyter notebook and also provides similar function as the Jupyter notebook, but it provides a better monitoring and a better interactive variety compared to the Jupyter Notebook in the Spark ecosystem. And then I think it may be done. Let's flash it to think whether it works. Okay, the Zeppelin notebook has been initialized completely. So since this is the web UI interface of the Zeppelin notebook, there is a button here called Input Node. We want to click this Input Node, and there's two choices. One is choose a JSON here. You can choose the zeppelin.json in my submit directory. Also, you can choose add from URL. I have provided the JSON URL in the tutorial notebook. You can copy this web URL, web address, and then paste it here, and input it as test. Okay, then we input node. Then there is a new Zeppelin notebook here called test. We open the test, then we can see the markdown tutorial here, and then we can run this one. Use the Shift plus Enter here. When you click Shift plus Enter in the keyboard, then this program will begin to work. There is a running progress here. Now it is 0%. It will need about 1 minute. 1 minute to complete all of this process, and then you can go continue to another process here and go continue to cover what we have covered in the tutorial to finish this task. Thank you for your view, and have fun for this Zeppelin notebook.